Hey there! If you are enjoying the jokes we create for you, please subscribe to our channel. Let's start the joke of the day. A couple drove down a country road for several miles, not saying a word. An earlier discussion had led to an argument and neither of them wanted to concede their position. As they passed a barnyard of mules, goats and pigs, the husband asked sarcastically, "Relatives of yours?" "Yep," the wife replied, "in-laws."
A mature, over 40, lady gets pulled over for speeding. Older woman.
Is there a problem, officer?
Officer.
Ma'am, you were speeding.
Oh, I see.
Can I see your license, please?
I'd give it to you, but I don't have one.
Don't have one?
Lost it, years ago for drunk driving.
I see. Can I see your vehicle registration papers, please?
I can't do that.
Why not?
I stole this car.
Stole it?
Yes, and I killed and hacked up the owner.
You what?
His body is in the trunk, if you want to see.
The officer looks at the woman and slowly backs away to his car and calls for backup. Within minutes, 5 police cars circle the car. A senior officer slowly approaches the car, clasping his half-drawn gun. Officer 2.
Ma'am, could you step out of your vehicle, please?
The woman steps out of her vehicle.
Is there a problem, sir?
One of my officers told me that you have stolen this car and murdered the owner.
Murdered the owner?
Yes, could you please open the trunk of your car, please?
The woman opens the trunk, revealing nothing but an empty trunk.
Is this your car, ma'am?
Yes, here are the registration papers.
The officer is quite stunned.
One of my officers claims that you do not have a driving license.
The woman digs into her handbag and pulls out a clutch purse and hands it to the officer. The officer examines the license. He looks quite puzzled.
Thank you, ma'am. One of my officers told me you didn't have a license, that you stole this car, and that you murdered and hacked up the owner.
The liar told you I was speeding too.
A newlywed couple moves into their new house. One day the husband comes home from work and his wife says, "Honey, you know, in the upstairs bathroom one of the pipes is leaking. Could you fix it?" The husband says, "What do I look like, Mr. Plumber?" A few days go by, and he comes home from work and his wife says, "Honey, the car won't start. I think it needs a new battery. Could you change it for me?" He says, "What do I look like, Mr. Goodwrench?" Another few days go by, and it's raining pretty hard. The wife finds a leak in the roof. She says, "Honey, there's a leak on the roof. Can you please fix it?" He says, "What do I look like, Bob Vila?" The next day the husband comes home, and the roof is fixed. So is the plumbing. So is the car. He asks his wife what happened. "Oh, I had a handyman come in and fix them," she says. "Great. How much is that going to cost me?" he snarls. Wife says, "Nothing. He said he'd do it for free if I either baked him a cake or slept with him." Well, what kind of cake did you make?" asks the husband. "What do I look like?" she says, "Betty Crocker?"